doesn't deserve this. A guy pointing an AK-47 at him while he's playing golf? And we take solace in the fact that the guy didn't get any rounds off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of What You Talking About Willis with your host, Mr. Willis. As I always do, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to do this and allow me to speak my mind. I'm not going to be with y'all long today, but I want to thank those that's been with me from day one, our supporters that's been with me from day one. Thank you all so much. Like I said, we're still growing on our way to 500. May not mean a lot to some people, but that means a lot to me. So I appreciate y'all. I love engaging with y'all. So you guys that are commenting on the videos, like, subscribing, and sharing, thank you all. For those that are new here, welcome to the channel where we cause chaos one truth at a time. And I'm happy that you're here. Please spread the word, hit that like button. And you know, they be trying to shut down or throttle conservative voices on here. But hey, it don't matter to me. The truth needs to be told, and that's what I'm here to do. Now, it's been a while, couple of weeks. It's two topics I want to talk about today, really. But I always talk about, on all my episodes, go back, I always talk about Holly Weird. You guys don't want to listen to me. I say this all the time. Stop listening to the Holly weirdos. Stop listening to the woke athletes. Stop listening to the actors, social media stars. Stop listening to them. They literally don't know what they're talking about. Also, they are evil. They're into some evil, sick stuff. Most recently, your boy P.Diddy, right? Now, listen, he's the one that's going around telling people vote or die and all this other stuff, steering y'all the wrong way. He's arrested now. Because I tell you guys, these people don't know anything, right? They're entertainers. That's about all they are. And especially in the Black community, right? We always put these little Holly weirdos, we put these actors, we put these athletes, we take their word as gold, and we put them on such a pedestal that we just blindly follow what they say. These people are evil. They're into some evil satanic stuff. It's proven over and over again when they keep getting arrested for trafficking, human trafficking, sex trafficking, gun trafficking, drug trafficking. They're in that. And why would you guys listen to anyone that's into stuff like that? I just don't know how many times I have to tell y'all. I tell y'all over and over again that you need to stay away and not listen to anyone that's in Hollywood or any of these woke athletes. They don't have your best interests at heart. They're super rich. So anything that would affect you is not going to affect them. High taxes, expensive groceries, not being able to buy cars, houses, any of that, inflation, none of that is going to bother them as much as it's going to bother you, the middle class. So they're speaking from a level where it doesn't affect them. You have to stop taking their word as gold. You really do. Because these people, they're stupid. That's what they are. I don't know how else to explain it to y'all. So I keep telling y'all over and over again. Y'all listen to this, man. Because David Harris Jr., he breaks it down. He's going to break down all the charges that P. Diddy's into. And like I said, it's not even just P. Diddy. R. Kelly's of the world. And you can bring us some other artists. Like, why do we listen to Cardi B, for example, right? Why do we listen to her? What does she know about politics? What does she know? As a matter of fact, when they get up on these stages, they can't even articulate themselves well. Now your argument is gonna be like, well, Amber Rose was at uh the Republican convention. Yeah, she was. But she wasn't up there gyrating around. She wasn't up there half naked. When she got up there, she was able to articulate herself really well and make her points. I can respect that. I don't blindly follow her because she's some kind of famous figure. But if they're going to articulate themselves well and speak with a purpose, yeah, I can listen to that. And if they have valid points, I'll listen. But what do the Democrats do? They always bring up these Holly weirdos, especially when they're in front of black folks. I don't know why, but they always do that when it comes to black people. Let's just bring up the rappers and the basketball players. Let's bring up Steph Curry and LeBron James. Let's bring up Jay-Z and Beyonce. Hillary doing her campaign, her failed campaign, by the way, talking about she got hot sauce in her purse. No, y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it because y'all just want to blindly follow these people. Biden sitting up there interviewing or being interviewed by Cardi B like she's supposed. As a matter of fact, I think she should be on an investigation too. Wasn't she the one on record saying that she drugged dudes and stole money from them and all sorts of stuff? She on the internet saying that. No, these are the people we're gonna listen to. We get Megan Thee Stallion on stage, backing it up, twerking, dancing half naked, little girls in the stands. For a political, for a presidential campaign. We got Megan Thee Stallion. You got all these other political figures, Billy Irish and all these other guys supporting Kamala. Why would we listen to J-Lo? She got to be tied with Diddy. Why would we listen to her? She can't keep a dude for 2 years. She be ran through by Hollywood. Oh, y'all don't want to hear it. Okay. Y'all want to listen to me. These are the people the Democrats bring up on stage in front of you, especially in front of black people. They want to bring these idiots up because these are the people that speak for us. We too dumb and we too stupid and we going to accept that and say, yeah, go Cardi B. Let's go Cardi B. Yeah, we'll listen to her like she knows something. David Harris.
Music mogul Sean Combs has been denied bail for a second time after being arrested by Homeland Security agents this week. He's been charged with sex trafficking, kidnapping, bribery, and a lot more. On this show, we discussed his deviant sex parties in which he coerced women into engaging in days-long public sex displays.
And y'all want to listen to this dude? I'm telling y'all, man, these Holly weirdos are into some sick, satanic stuff. And y'all sitting here, I'm going to listen to what P.Diddy says. He tells me to vote or die. Meanwhile, he having crazy parties. What they say? They arrested. They they found what? A bunch of baby oil. Oh no, I need a drink to that. They found a bunch of baby oil and other sex toys and all this other stuff at his house, at his mansion. Now, last night when I was on Twitter, the dude's on suicide watch, apparently. It's on suicide watch.
With male prostitutes. He's accused of taking videos of those encounters and using them to blackmail the participants. But according to our music industry insider, Sean Combs' crimes could be even worse than what's being described, and other famous faces could also be implicated. Joining me now is
Could be. Oh, they in it. They in there. 100%. And I mean dudes that y'all worship. I'm sure the names that's probably going to come out of this, people probably running for the hills right now. Unless they off Diddy. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy was somehow not with us all of a sudden. He probably knows a lot of stuff that went on because one, he hosted it. Two, the people was participating with him in it. Stop listening to the Holly weirdos. please, I'm begging you. They don't care about you. They don't have your best interests at heart. And they're sick.
Founder of Yako Booyans Ministries and my good friend, Yako Booyans. Yako, thank you so much for coming on the show this evening. I know we're hearing a whole lot about what these allegations are, what the charges are, and we're hearing other big names that are supposed to be all wrapped up in it. Tell us, spill the beans. Nothing's off limits, brother. What's going on? Who else is going to be implicated? Who's already implicated in the charges? Who else do you think is going to come up out of this? And do you think Sean Combs is actually going to face jail time? And do you think he's going to survive his time in prison?
Yeah, man. Great work, David. Thank you for all you do. Look, I said 10 months ago, Sean's going to be arrested. People said, no, he's going to walk. And I said, not this time. Something you have to pay attention to here is what did not happen in the Epstein case or the Maxwell case. In the indictment, the definition of sex trafficking is mentioned. That did not happen with Epstein and with Maxwell. The second I saw that in the indictment, they're mentioning force, fraud, coercion, which is the definition of human trafficking, I knew this time this guy's going to fry.
This dude is engaged in human trafficking. And y'all sitting here dancing to his music and all sorts of stuff. This dude is engaged in human trafficking. Men and women, apparently. And y'all listen to him? He's the guy? He's what you're going to base your vote off of? Because what he tells you to do? People are legit suffering and hurt. Blackmailed by this guy.
He's going to. This is a sex trafficking case. The reason they did that is so no corrupt district attorney could plead this down to a misdemeanor, a drug charge, kidnapping charge, rape charge. This is a sex trafficking case. Maxwell wasn't tried in a sex trafficking case. This is very, very different, David. They're stacking up. They went slow. Remember, they raided him, and then everybody said they're going to do nothing. And I said, no, they're walking it slow because they've got the evidence. I believe this canary bird is going to sing. Here's what I believe is going to happen. The charges are mounting up, and he's going to get 30, 50, 55, 60 years is what he's looking at. I believe they're going to throw the book at him. I also believe they're going to talk to him about ceasing assets. They're going to talk to him about your children are going to left destitute on the street. We're going to take you for everything you've got because it is New York City. In New York City, tax crimes are looked at differently. They're looking at tax evasion. They're going to throw the book at this guy, I believe, to make him a deal. And I believe the deal they're going to make him is, now you need to spill the beans. You need to talk, and we'll give you 15 with probation or whatever, right? Some sort of a condition. I really believe this is going to happen.
I don't even think that's enough, but you know, sometimes there are people that are small in the game, and you need to get to the bigger fish. So this could be a case of that. You know, P.Diddy, as crazy as he is and all this crazy stuff that he's doing, he still might be a small fish in the bigger grand scheme of things.
Happen. Other names are going to come out. Sean will talk. That's why Jay-Z is running. That's why Jay-Z is nervous. Jaguar is talking about it. So many other artists at the moment. The industry is squirming because they know Sean is loose-lipped. He will talk. I can share this with you. An executive from his organization ends up in my office, unannounced, in my office saying, will you help me? I'm not part of it. I run some of his brands. This guy's got tequila brands. He's got a ton of stuff. One of his executives ends up in my office. I said, how did you get in my office? He said, I'm here. You've got to help me. I said, no, we're going to come after you. You know, you've been there. You've worked with him for 17 years. You know, they're wow. Jumping. David, so brazen that he shows up at my office to say, will you help me? I want to talk. I want to spill the beans. So this is going to crumble. Now, you're going to see Hollywood film industry implicated, Wall Street implicated, professional sports implicated. Remember, allegedly, I'll say allegedly.
Y'all think I be making this stuff up. Y'all really do. Y'all think I be making, at least in 90% of my episodes, I tell y'all not to listen to the Hollywood weirdos and the woke athletes. What did he just say? The music industry, the film industry, the sports industry, it's all tied together. It's all tied together. It really is. This is some wild stuff. And y'all just look blindly past it like, oh no, they couldn't be doing this. They're good people. You know, they're famous. They're good people. They're role models.
Because they make us, right? Minors did attend these parties. Minors. That charge has not been brought yet. If that charge comes, now you're looking at life. Life, because the sex trafficking charges for minors are very different. You do not have to prove force, fraud, or coercion with a minor. A minor's a victim. The defense is going to say it's not force, fraud, coercion. The women did it at their own permission, at their own will. He told them, I'll give you a record deal. You're going to be my girlfriend. He defrauded them. He coerced them with record deals. He put them in the studio. He made them believe they were going to be stars. He is toast. He's fried because it's actually a sex trafficking case. And I believe, especially being denied bail, remember, he pays off his mortgage, $18 million a week before he turns himself in. He was so confident. His lawyers are so cavalier that the judge would take the bail. Judge, here's an $18 million home, $50 million cash. You could put an ankle bracelet on me. I'm not going nowhere. And they go, no bail, because this guy is over his eyeballs in water. When he realizes this, and his lawyers tell him, Sean, there's no way out, buddy. Take a deal. He'll ask for a deal. And that deal has to be names, and then those names can't just be a list of names. They have to be indicted, and they've got to go in front of a court, and they've got to be cross-examined. They've got to sit in front of a jury. And can we have that a public trial that they made Kyle Rittenhouse a public trial? Can we have a public trial?
This goes on for a little bit. It's about 12 minutes. I just want y'all to get the gist, okay? I just want y'all to get the gist of it. The dude is evil. Hollywood is evil. I keep saying it over and over again. I really do. But people don't seem to grasp how evil and dangerous and sick these athletes and these actors and these music icons are. They're into some sick, crazy stuff. They're not even giving this dude bail, and he got all the money to pay his bail. The judge is like, no, we're not granting you that. That's a huge deal. If y'all don't pay attention to the court of law, that's a huge deal. That means that dude's going to be locked up until his trial. Man said they're going to offer him plea deals. He might talk. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised my man wasn't here with us. He's throwing out some big names. They all in this together. They all try to coerce you to vote one way so you could never be successful in this country. They want what's good for them, for the few up there. They don't want nobody else to reach that. That's why they tell you to keep voting to the left, because the left doesn't incentivize you to do nothing and be great. The left just incentivizes you to rely on the government and let the government look out for you, pretty much. Thank y'all for being here, man. Y'all like, subscribe, share the channel. This is on David Harris Jr.'s Twitter page. If you want to see the whole thing, it's about 12 minutes. Shout out to him for that. Looks like he's on Newsmax. Great follow. Follow the Twitter page. Love his content. Now, as y'all know, Trump was almost assassinated again. Second time. Dude hiding in the bushes. Had a rifle with a scope. Had plates up as a shield. You know, the left tries to downplay it. The thing is, the left tells us that the right, is the party of the extreme. We're the evil ones. We're the ones that's inciting violence. We're the ones that's the dangerous people, right? Us, ultra MAGA folks, right? People who support Donald Trump. We're the dangerous people of society. That's what they tell us. They tell us that we're the ones that's out here committing all these crimes, scaring people, Meanwhile, the left is doing all that, stuff. But the thing is, I sit back and I wonder, it's like, what's inspiring these people to go out and try to take this man out? What's inspiring them? Now, we can go through a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, who's the inside job, blah, blah, blah. The fact is, that's what we're going to go into now, is that the left puts so much negative, hateful rhetoric towards Trump to make him seem like this evil person that people are now going to be proud to try to take him out and make themselves seem like, oh, they're the heroes. Oh, I took out the evil person for this country. And they're getting incentivized by this rhetoric that the left keeps putting out. I'm going to show y'all. Listen to how, Joy Dumb Reed, I don't know who this dude is. What time out? Before I even get to this video, what am I looking at right here? What is this? What is this person right here? Look at this dude. They want to say the people on the right look weird. Look at this guy. But listen to what they say about people who support Trump and how evil we are and how bad we are. Listen to what they say.
Also to do things, Ellie, that one would think are career-ending. The way he desecrated Arlington National Cemetery would be career-ending for a normal politician. His constant lies. But even this piece about saying, well, my building was the tallest until, they brought down the World Trade Center. Now it's the second tall. I mean, everything he does is despicable.
The reason
everyone on this planet looks like maniacs, by the way.
Why it doesn't end his career is because his supporters,
look at this dude. Why are we listening to him?
Are just as despicable. All right. Like Trump's whole thing, he's a narcissist, right? And so his whole thing is to have a complete lack of compassion and empathy for everybody else. It's all about him. That's why he lies about 9/11. It's all about him, me. He's probably the least compassionate.
He lies about 9/11.
President we've had in 200 years since Andrew Jackson. And it works for him because his supporters are just as ungenerous and have just as little compassion and empathy for others. So when he is seen out there, essentially, as you guys have put it, desecrating our national symbols, when he is seen out there putting himself above all else, his supporters also want that to be the case. They want to do that in their own lives. That's how they think of themselves. And that's why it never hurts Trump when he takes these crass and classless actions. It's because his supporters think that being crass and classless is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, and they also, he hates the people they hate. So when he makes up this idea that these Muslims in New Jersey were cheering, and they're Americans in New Jersey, cheering supposedly for the towers to come down, he's like, well, yeah, because my supporters don't like them, right? The same way that he can...
First of all, dude needs to lay off the cheeseburgers. Do that. Lay off the cheeseburgers, sir. Up here. This is the stuff that they say. Look, listen to the words that they use to describe Trump supporters, to describe people who are on the right. One would think with that kind of rhetoric, it could inspire someone to, I don't know, do some harm. Y'all think I'm making this stuff up? Listen to what the stuff. This is the stuff that they say. This is why people are now starting to come out and try to harm Trump. This is why. They say they're the ones that say the hateful stuff and incite violence. This is what they're doing, inciting violence towards Trump and towards anyone that supports Trump. There's people that have plenty of Trump signs on the line I've seen where people come up and snatch the signs. The left, if you don't agree with them, they cry like little babies because that's what they are. The left is a bunch of little babies that cry and boo-hoo. And the moment you don't agree with them, they want to lash out and attack. Okay, I'm making this stuff up.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
Now imagine if somebody that was a, 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 Republican or conservative said something like that. All right, I'll shut up. I'll play the video.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look, as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Now, I'm no expert. One would think that the left is the one that's incentivizing being violent, encouraging people to go out and harm people that are more conservative or on the right. What they tell you is that it's the people from the right that's doing that. No, it's not. As a matter of fact, these people are really radical, but they're getting radicalized by Democratic leaders. Trump's not radicalizing his people or his supporters. He's not doing it. Oh, Jan 6 wrong. Don't start with the Jan 6 stuff. That's been debunked a long time ago. Tucker Carlson, go back and look at it, released all the footage. Did a great job. It was a glorified tour. That's what it was. Glorified tour. The video you just saw is all Democratic politicians and Holly weirdos talking about they wish this dude was assassinated. They saying it. How do y'all forget this? How are y'all looking past this stuff? It's right there in your face. I don't know how much more clear I can be and show you. It's literally right there in your face of them saying that they want this dude assassinated. Nobody on the right has said they want Biden assassinated or do they want Kamala assassinated. You ain't never heard that from anyone from the right. Ain't been no assassination attempts from when Obama was in office to now Kamala was in office. Ain't been no assassination attempts on them. It's only on one person. There's only one side telling people to do that, telling them that they wish that this would happen to Trump. It's only one side. But it's the right, though. We the crazy ones. Okay. Let's go down the list, shall we? Look. These are some names here. Rep. Steve Cohen. Trump is an enemy of the United States. Maxine Waters. Are Trump supporters preparing a civil war against us? Good as propaganda that they put in people's minds. They radicalize people. Maxine, again, I want to know about all those right-wing organizations that Trump is connected with who are training up in the hills somewhere. Debbie Wilserman Schultz, Trump is an essential threat to our democracy. Adam Schiff, Trump is the greatest threat to our democracy. These are receipts. Y'all say I don't have any receipts. Let's go on down. Spanberger, Trump is a threat to our democracy. The threats to our democratic republic are real. The list goes on. Stacey Plaskett, Trump needs to be shot. Says it right there. Needs to be shot. Eric Sorensen, he's the greatest threat to law and order we have in our country. We got former staff, former Harris Biden staffer, Kate Bedingfield. Democrats should turn their fire on Donald Trump. We must stop Trump. No ears were harmed. Carry on with your Sunday afternoon. This is when he was shot at and actually hit by a bullet. This is how they mock him. What's crazy is you would think that in a common sense fight for the president of the United States, we want a nice, safe, even fight, pretty much, right? Now, none of them that nobody's admitted, or there's no rhetoric coming from the left saying, oh, we don't want him to get hurt. This is not something that we support. You barely hear that. The media is not even covering his assassination attempts, which was two. There's two assassination attempts. Two times. Somebody is trying to hurt this man. Trying to off this man. 2 times. The media real quiet about it. The mainstream media is real quiet about it. Lester Holt, NBC Nightly News. Today's apparent assassination attempt comes from amid increasingly fierce rhetoric on the campaign trail. Mr. Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance continue to make baseless claims. I mean, these are receipts. The right is the crazy ones. They try to make it seem like they are the party of peace. What did they say? They're the party of joy. Right? That's their theme, right? That's their campaign theme, the party of joy. Y'all remember Trump Trump has 2 assassination attempts on him. One where he actually got shot. Here goes Hillary Clinton.
And I don't understand why it's so difficult for the press to have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is. The late, great journalist Harry Evans, one time said that, journalists should, really try to achieve objectivity. And by that, he said, I mean, they should cover the object. Well, the object in this case is Donald Trump. His demagoguery, his danger to our country and the world, and stick with it.
Trump has 2 assassination attempts, and they still going. They're still speaking it. You would think they would at least tone it down a little bit, or maybe we're giving these people fuel to go out and commit some heinous act to try to kill this man. No, they're not slowing it down. They're ramping it up. Now, Chris Cuomo, I guess, is waking up. I guess. I don't know if he's getting red pill or not. But he comes out with a video kind of apologizing.
I don't get it. That's why I reached out to Trump. I wanted to just say, listen, I'm really sorry that this is going on and it's being dealt with this way. Not because I'm in favor of his politics or what he says. I criticize him all the time. That's my job, and he deserves it. But he doesn't deserve this. A guy pointing an AK-47 at him while he's playing golf? And we take solace in the fact that the guy didn't get any rounds off. I have been through what that guy's been through in the last 2 months, you would not know where I am. You would never see me on TV again. No way I would do that. I don't know how he does it. He's got kids, they're adults, but he's got grandkids. He's got a wife. People giving crap to Melania Trump, worrying about whether or not there was a plot around his husband. How could she not? People mock her. And then her husband has a guy pointed with an AK-47. Where are those people apologizing? That's what it's time for. We are playing a dangerous game with ourselves. He is not a despot in waiting. Okay? I don't buy it. You gotta care when somebody tries to kill somebody. I've told you this before, and I've learned the lesson so many times myself around the world. Either you care when anyone is hurt, or you'll never really care about anyone being hurt.
Shout out to him. That's the perfect message. That's all I was trying to say on this episode. You would think they would tone it down. If they're going to listen to anybody, I hope they listen to him. He seems to have common sense all of a sudden. You know, he got those little jabs in there. Oh, I'm supposed to criticize him. I don't agree with his policies, whatever. But at least the dude showing he got a heart. He cares about someone getting killed. And he's right. Mr. Trump, president, former president, I just got to thank you, man. I really do. Because I don't know how you're still doing this. I really don't. You know, you're still out there fighting. You're still out there fighting for the people. You're still doing your campaign trails. You're still out there playing golf. I don't know what kind of detail you have, man. You know, they seem to be failing you left and right, and you're still out there. Shout out to you. Shout out to your family. I wish y'all nothing but safety. That's all I wish you. If you see this, somehow see this, thank you. Because I don't know how this man, just like Cuomo said, I don't know how this man is still doing it. I really don't. Dudes is literally trying to take his life, and they're radicalized by the left. The right is supposed to be radicalized? No, it's the left. Like I said, you would think they would slow it down after the first actual attempt. No, they kept it up. Now there was almost a second attempt. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Listen, thank y'all for being here. It's just short and sweet. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate all of y'all so much. We got about, less than 50 days to the election. I think early voting has already started. Get out there. Y'all know what the deal is. Y'all know what kind of trouble this country is going to be in if the hyena is in there. Y'all know that. And people that support her know that as well. They know that as well. She doesn't know anything. I just want to give y'all one last video, okay? If y'all supporting this, I just want to know that black folks, she don't know anything. She don't have any plans for any black people. Y'all think she cares about you. She doesn't. She doesn't care about you. Her policies are not going to involve you. Me personally, like I keep saying, I don't vote based off my skin color. The way I vote is I want what's best for every American citizen and what's best for this country. I don't just vote for what's best for black folks or what can this person do for black people. That's not how I vote. That's how you vote. Look at this. It's a small clip, real clip. She was at an event primarily or an all black event, pretty much primarily African American. This is after the interview. Okay, after the interview, and look how she treated them, and look how confused the interviewers look. Look, wow. Look at her. She hot-tailing right on out of there. Don't care. Look at these faces. Look at them. Look at them. This is a look of concern. It's a look of concern. She bombs questions. She never answers any question. She has no plan. Black people think that she's going to somehow be riding for them. Look at their faces right now. They are lost and confused as to what just happened. I bet you them three probably vote for Trump after this. Look at her one more time. Look at her. I almost feel bad for them. I really do. Look at the concern. Listen, I don't got much more to say. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. Again, it's election year. We got less than 50 days. Get out there to the polls. Go ahead and vote. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what she's about. Y'all know she's not about anything. She doesn't have a plan. She has nothing. She hasn't once said what she's going to do when she gets in office. As a matter of fact, she's been in office for the past 4 years. What does she do? Give me something. Put it in the comments. What did she do the past 4 years that would make you think that she's going to get in office and change the United States for the better? There's nothing. She has no record of doing anything. Like, there's not even something that she's done where I disagree with. She's done nothing. She's just been up there. A good old DEI hire from the Biden campaign. Oh, let's just put a black woman up there. They didn't even pick an intelligent, smart black woman. They just picked one and threw her in there. I'm sorry I'm all riled up. Listen, like, subscribe, and share. Spread the word. Again, thank y'all for being here. Let your friends know. Let everybody know, hey, this is serious. This is a serious time in this country right now. There's so much stuff at stake. People don't even realize. Y'all stay safe. Peace.